And we're coming online. There we go. Welcome to Minecraft 1.16.5 Pain. We've just generated a fresh world. I don't even know if this is a good biome spread, but we'll find out. The reason I'm calling this Minecraft Pain is because it's an assemblage of mods that I generally don't like. And they're going to be making life difficult pretty much constantly. There are also a couple of mods in here just to make the experience vaguely livable. So it's not all bad, but it's mostly bad. The chief showcase elements here are going to be Biomes of Plenty, a classic, and Lycanites mobs. These are going to be our primary pain points. Now, the obvious question is, how could Biomes of Plenty possibly be a bad mod? Well, the reason I don't care for it is because I usually install a lot of other technical mods, which make it necessary to find certain biomes so you can find certain biome-specific resources. Biomes of Plenty confounds all of that by scrambling the way biomes work and making it difficult to find specific things like vines, cocoa, melons, jungle-specific stuff. And there are just other resources that are difficult to find in a Biomes of Plenty world because they've been scattered to the four winds and you have no way of knowing what biome is what type and where to find all the important stuff. It also adds all these different wood types, which sometimes, but not always, are correctly classified as wood. This becomes especially irritating with other mods like Bibliocraft, though there is a way to address that. There's a bridge mod between Bibliocraft and Biomes of Plenty, but that's neither here nor there, because Bibliocraft is not actually installed. Oh, I forgot the one probe. That's not in. The one probe or Wyla or whatever mod that calls out the specific block I'm looking at. That's okay. We can have that in next time. For now, I'm just doing the usual and collecting a starting supply of wood. You'd think this would just be a basic Minecraft exercise, but just this is still pretty nerve-wracking, because Lycanites mobs is a very cruel and unpredictable mod. Almost anything you do can spawn a monster that will just immediately kill you with no recourse. I've heard it said that you can survive the mod, all you need is diamond armor with protection 2 on it, and you're fine. But it was never explained to me how you're supposed to get there when everything, every step of the way, kills you. So we'll be exploring that and showcasing why this mod is so deadly. And perhaps the first step in that process could happen here as I'm knocking this tree down. Or maybe we could just safely tear this whole tree apart and then hang up here until, through the night. Ooh, actually that would not be safe. We'll get into that when night falls. Right now, my immediate priority is to knock down 100% of this particular tree, which is suddenly making that difficult. What am I even looking at? This is some strange tree arrangement up here. And then once we have all the wood from this tree, we will then absolutely need a shelter, no matter how rudimentary. Because among the things in Lycanite's mobs that will simply kill you, being outdoors at night is probably the #1 thing. Unless you have very good armor, being outside at night in pretty much any biome is just a guaranteed death sentence. Hopefully I remembered fast leaf decay. I think I did. That should be in. Looks like it is in. The sheer scale of this tree is still making that difficult, though. And there's another tree over here, which is supporting all the leaves of the one that I just carved. Where is the sun? Okay. Early afternoon, it looks like? Yes, sun definitely setting. So I need to get out of this tree and get some stone so I can knock down the rest of the tree faster. Digging dirt and stone are a couple of the very few things under Lycanites that will not immediately kill you. Ooh, iron immediately. That's a good find. We immediately get a stone axe. And a couple of stone picks wouldn't hurt either. I'm also going to need a furnace as quickly as possible. And to find out if fir wood makes an interesting door. Fast. Well, I wouldn't call that interesting, but it's a door. Oh, wait, did I see... I'm ignoring that weird monster thing. I did. I'm just going to split this into 2 sugarcane stands. Take this with me. And we're going to get down here and ignore the terrifying noises. Because believe it or not, that noise came from basically a sheep. Oh, right, that's bad too. There is no light. I have no light. So, there's one of the things that can just kill you immediately. Being in the dark at all. I took too long to make torches. Yes, I have keep inventory on. It is actually necessary. This mod is so lethal I would simply lose my mind otherwise. And this is why being outside at night is immediately lethal. Because there are flying monsters that will happily pick you up and throw you just to the ground. So I'm just going to hang here in the light of this lava so grooves don't happen. And while I'm here, waiting for something else to go wrong, I need some charcoal for torches. Pretty much as quickly as that can be arranged. Oh boy, more problems. That particular beast literally spawned from the lava flow. And here it is, and now I'm dead again. Give me my stuff at least. I think I killed it. But there's another one. They are literally spawning from the lava. Oh, and now there's that. You know, I've just spawned. Already I'm being attacked by a lion. Welcome to Lycanite's mobs. This is a mod where you just have to accept that death is going to be a close friend. Amusingly enough, it means skeletons are the least of your worries. That thing over there, that mysterious, that awkwardly blue raptor-shaped creature, also a significant worry. Now this thing, this is, despite having these horrifying crab claws, is basically just a sheep. It is surprisingly harmless for how bizarre and terrifying it looks. Oh, oh boy. Now there's also a water elemental throwing things at me. So one of the major quote-unquote selling points of Lycanite's mobs is that nothing and nowhere is safe. And I say that without exaggeration. Not during the night, not during the day. At no point are you safe anywhere. I also forgot my light level overlay mod. Considering grooves exist, that would be a problem. So there's not much I can do right now besides wait out the night. And ignore any and all noises. This is Lycanite's mobs, where everything is horrifying. And it all is out to get you. But on the plus side, we've managed to conquer a very small amount of area. Yeah, this particular mod pack I just call Pain. Because Lycanite's mobs will happily try to kill you constantly, and everything else, almost everything else in the pack is just stuff I don't like. All of which is for a good reason. And the purpose of this stream is to demonstrate the reasons. So I've got some Botania flowers. It's actually up in the air whether Botania is one of the pain mods or actually a good quality of life mod. My enjoyment of Botania comes and goes. It's not letting me place the bed. There. And it's too daytime to sleep. Well, fine. Now I have the rest of the tree to tear down. But first, I have to see if we immediately die upon stepping out of our door. No. This strange tick monster is called a Yale. It's basically a sheep. This particular one has already been dyed red. They're harmless. If you attack them, they run away. I've never known them to use their claws offensively. This thing over here is a bit more of a wild card. It's passive, but as it walks, it leaves behind a trail of super cold material that hurts to walk in, and sometimes can spawn other cold-themed monsters. But that's just part of the theme of Lycanite's mobs. Everything is out to kill you, even and especially things that you didn't think could. Chopping down trees can spawn an Ent to kill you. Being too close to water or lava can spawn monsters to kill you. And if that wasn't bad enough, there are also new fluids that can spawn monsters just for being close to them. That will kill you. Approaching a sunken pyramid in the desert. New monsters. Kills you. Chopping trees, I think I mentioned, can spawn a monster to kill you. Killing animals for food can spawn a monster to kill you. Mining coal and diamonds can spawn a monster to kill you. You may be noticing a theme. So that's why I have keep inventory on for this particular playthrough. Because practically everything you can do can be immediately and unexpectedly fatal. Even and especially things that you need to do on a regular basis to survive. Which is why I mentioned earlier that all the steps on the way to getting Protection 2 Diamond Armor, which is recommended to survive this mob, everything you need to do to get there has a very high chance of killing you. Like that. As if on cue, chopping wood can spawn an Ent that tries to kill you. It's not based on how much wood or how fast you chop. It's just random. You can at any time have suddenly end if you need wood. And if you think, well, if cutting trees and attacking animals for food can kill me, maybe I should just farm. Nope. Harvesting plants can also spawn a monster that kills you. In light of all that, the obvious question comes, why the hell would anyone play Lycanites mobs? And while I'm sure there's an argument to be made for the Dark Souls-like challenge of Minecraft, and I really can't understand people for whom that's a selling point, it does also afford new tools and equipment made with monster parts. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be a selling point either. But I did, after all, call this playthrough Minecraft Pain. I'm just wondering when the next Ent is going to show up. I'm already very surprised that one did. I didn't know that that Biomes of Plenty trees could spawn Ents. But I guess Biomes of Plenty wood correctly extends logwood. For that purpose, at least. Also, we have glowing squid over there. I don't know why. Given the theme of the mod, I think it's safe to assume that it's due to a monster that will kill me. It almost always is. That bubbling noise is immediately suspicious. Because it's... What are you? Oh, dead now. Now we've eliminated one of our 2 trees and found something called a Silex. I think it's time to go hide in our hobbit hole again and take a look at quite possibly the only thing that I think this mod got right. Of course, we'll ignore these horrifying noises from above. Because the noises are, after all, horrifying. Somewhere in the key customization, There should be a setting for this mod in particular. There we are. Bestiary Index. Also do note mount ability, inventory, and descend, as well as pets, summoning, etc. Bestiary is the key we're looking for right now. This is the Lycanite's Bestiary. Every time you discover a creature, it will tell you all about it, as well as your rank of knowledge regarding that creature, lore about it, which unlocks as you progress, and some other strange things like summoning cost and element, typing. Think of this as an absolutely awful Pokemon mod, because that's basically what we're dealing with. We have the Yale, which is that strange tick-looking sheep. They're just wool. Also, you can breed them with veggies. So, hooray. There's also the Crake, which you can tell is one of those other noises we're hearing. These are normally desert creatures, so I don't know why there's one so close. You've got aquatic monsters like the... well, that's definitely electric eel. And a lapis fish. I have no idea why this is in my bestiary. I can't remember seeing one. But apparently we were near an ice spider at one point. We were also picked up by a rock. One thing we don't have the knowledge for yet, but that I have seen in the past, is that rocks are more intelligent than you'd think. They use that claw on the back, not just to pick up players, but also to pick up creepers. And they will ignite the creeper, and then drop it on you. These little bomber birds are horrifying. Then we have the Pterodon, which is a giant lion. Bobico, which is just a strange, frigid creature that leaves frost clouds behind itself. We're attacked by the Gru. It's impossible to see these shadow elementals in darkness. And the Jengu, protectors of pure water. We found the Afrit, the Imp. They literally spawn from lava, as if we needed something like that to happen. And the Ent, which just spawned when you break trees. Many of these creatures also have callouts, like this creature can be summoned as a minion, or where was it? This creature can perch on your shoulder, be tamed with Imp Treat, and I believe the rock said it could be a mount. All this stuff comes later. It's kind of gated behind some materials. You need a soul stone to soulbind a tamed pet. And that permanently puts them in here, where we have access to them at all times. There's also a summoning system. And description of various elements. I'm honestly not sure what any of this means. We've wasted away the entire daytime by staring at the bestiary. I guess that makes it time to dig. And hope we don't invite any more Grue to come and eat us. Bauxite ore is related to immersive engineering, which is a mod that in general doesn't like to play nice with anything. And the creator constantly, read as always, blames every other mod for any potential incompatibilities. Here we have some coal, that most basic of Minecraft ores. And it's immediately going to kill us. Because of course. Behold the Geonok. The Geonok can spawn when you break a few specific ores. Coal is on the list. Diamond is on the list. It makes the fortune enchantment kind of a joke, because there you are trying to break ore blocks and multiply your yield, and that thing happens and breaks all the ore blocks in a way that guarantees you don't have bonus yield. Like the Ent, there's no way to predict when they'll happen. And I think it dropped a ton of gravel, which is just weird. Also, I believe the Geonok has a property that makes the player heavy in its presence. No. There is no mitigation for any of this crap. This is simply Lycanite Farms, where everything is trying to kill you. More so than usual Minecraft. Your only prayer is just put up with it until you can manage to somehow assemble the stuff necessary to protect yourself from it, or make some of it work for you. That involves spending a lot of time getting murdered by the environment for no good reason. Often just for standing in the wrong place at the wrong time. But just as likely, for doing things that are completely normal for a player to do. Oh look, more coal. Wonderful resource, or death waiting to happen. It's so hard to tell. Any one of these ore blocks could become a Geonock. And apparently what's more, we have some other strange monster making screaming noises just on the other side of this wall. So in addition to the threat that I'm already facing, there's another one waiting to happen. Oh, Geonock. Oh, hooray. A Geonock which spawned a second Geonock. So that can happen. Let me also point out that I'm accustomed to taking a lot more damage from all of this. I think the last time I played this mod on the server where it was installed without my knowledge, it may have had a much higher difficulty, like Minecraft hard mode or maybe something custom. Because the last time I tangled with Geonocks, they just killed you in 2 hits. What is that? Something down there has a nameplate. Also worth noting, we did collect one of the rewards for this mod. Geonock Fist. This is a lot of data. But the heart of it is, I can either break it down into earth charges or save it to create craftable equipment. This specifically is an axe type item, and it harvests pickaxe style in a 3x2x3 block. Yeah, there's just some random nameplate down there, which is probably a regular monster, in as far as Lyconites has any regular monsters, of a higher level. Oh yes, monsters can have levels, and this makes them worse. Oh. Oh, this is a cave of some kind. Alright. What horrible monstrosities lurk in this exposed cave? So far, only the normal amount. We got more coal. I can't mine that. Or that, whatever those are. I suspect they are more immersive engineering resources. And that's a ghost? Let's just accept that for the moment. Whoa! Chupacabra. And we're getting torn apart. Because one of those was level 4. Yay? Absolutely mangled. What is taking damage up there? Hello? Explain yourself? Oh. Well, it's a fox. But also... Oh, there's the frost spider that we totally didn't see earlier. And... you are supposed to be a jungle beast. What the heck made that noise? Oh, the Chupacabra from below came to visit. But it can't fit through the door. So yeah, that thing just walked right up my mine staircase. So that's something we have to look forward to. I think that pointy thing over there is technically passive, so I'm not immediately terrified of that. But, you know, there's certainly justifiable levels of terror all over the place here. So, let me just take another door, stick it right there so no more chupacabras come up from below. That poison gland. The Frostweaver's spider leg apparently is blade type. And we have chupacabra meat. Eating it raw can cause terrifying hallucinations. Yay! Frost web charge. There are going to be a lot of these. Lycanites is just full of elemental charges. What do they do? No idea. Wait a minute. I meant to put that one away. Yeah, just don't expect this mod to make sense at any moment. Because it doesn't. It intends to do one thing and one thing only. Kill you. And it has way too many ways to do that. But it also has a summoning staff. to summon beasties with. And there are multiple types of these. There's a gift box, a couple of gift boxes actually. Honestly, these are not worth opening because they are dangerous more often than not. I'm specifically looking for a crafting block, though, that I'm not exactly seeing. Is it you? No, not the summoning pedestal. Not the demon crystal, whatever that is. I don't know what these crystals are, or what they do. Lush stone tile, I don't know what that is either. Chisel of aberrant stone. There it is. The lesser equipment forge. The crafting table, and a wooden axe. So by putting these two very simple things together, create the Knight's crafting table, which you can use to create powerful equipment, in theory, from monster parts. However, this requires, having the monster parts. And there are some monster parts that are classified as handles. Like this one, Spriggan Root, base. Pommel, base. There's just some stuff going on here. I vaguely remember being able to make, yes, wooden rod. So 3 sticks makes a basic wooden rod. And then you can add iron to make it an iron rod to add a pommel slot. And then maybe I could put, well, let's just do both. Because I have this leg and this fist. And it's not going to be that expensive, surely. Two wooden rods. Turn them both into iron rods. We have the iron rod, which now opens up the pommel slot and the head slot. With the Geonok fist, apparently these are not head items. And I don't have slot type head yet. Oh, there we go. Iron guard, iron axe head. So that's how it works. So it takes some more sticks to make a wooden guard. And how does that axe head work? Also from a wooden guard. And this whole thing apparently involves more iron that I wasn't exactly counting on spending. The wooden guard by itself adds a blade slot. And if I improve it and improve the blade slot, then it also gives it a base damage value. So I should definitely do that. But now I need more iron. So there we go. Iron rod plus head slot plus blade slot makes apparently a 3 damage, hooray, Frostweaver leg sword. That is horrifyingly large. And can apparently fire projectiles. This shouldn't exist. This is one of those embodiments of death I mentioned earlier that happen if you try to harvest animals for food. This one has appeared because things died that wasn't my fault. But hey. Free Reaper Claw, I guess. Harvest shovel, harvest hoe, harvest shears. And the Geonok Fist is harvest pickaxe. And it's an axe slot type. Okay. Let's just pretend any of that made sense. Also, it's raining. We all know I love rain. It's so easy to tell when it's daylight in the rain. Apparently I can sleep now, though, so that's okay. Now what's going on out here? Are the spider noises an actual spider? They are, wonder of wonders. This thing over here is just kind of dying. Never mind, it just kind of died. Did that make the slightest bit of sense? No, but we're going to ignore it. Now there's a ghost thing, and a rat in the water called a kobold. Also, I am chilled. Don't know what that means. Hey, you rat. Death. You're fast. Get back here, you little mouselet. What is that? Rusha quill. Where did a ratling get a quill from a completely different monster? What? is there a giant health bar on the screen? Where is this Anarchial Hound, and what the heck is it? I think actually the Brookshaw is what died. No idea how it died, but its death spawned the Reaper, and sent the Reaper after me. And the mouse thing probably scavenged the quill from the ground. I really haven't got another order of operations for how that went down. I did not see a cave. Lots of coal around here. We've discovered how terrifying that can be. That zombie is on fire. Here's the Anarchial Hound health bar again. More sheepy Yale things. So yeah, just in case it wasn't clear, this mod is out to kill you. In every way a mod can be. And a few ways that mods ordinarily aren't. That's... was it a crake? Is that an alpha crake? He was a little upset. Yeah, it's the crake. We've got lava over here, which can spawn more creatures. This one's actually harmless, as long as you don't make it mad. The nymph just casually gives me regeneration. I don't even know what I'm looking for right now. Anything, really. Anything that doesn't involve more monsters attacking me. That lag spike didn't look good. The game definitely shouldn't freeze for attacking a cow. But here we are, I guess. Still being plagued with the mystery of the Anarchial Hound health bar. Those crake things, the upright bipedal tentacle mouth, Their entry says that they are blind and deaf, and sense prey through vibrations. Which is probably why it didn't see us. Okay. These things are definitely not supposed to come out of copper. And I'm going to die, because I can't jump to escape them. So, hooray! More Geonix. Slot type pike. Quill charge. Well, this is a charge ball. That's meat of some kind. Seeds, glowstone, meat. There's just a lot going on here. And now I have to get back to reclaim those ores that decided to wake up and try to kill me. Preferably without being jumped by something else. If this pattern continues, this honestly may be a one-day Minecraft pack. Because there's only so much arbitrary, guess what, you're dead, I can stand. I even have this here critter leg, which is supposed to be an effective piece of equipment in this mob, but it deals less damage than the stone axe. What do you mean, Golden Yale? There you go. Murder the golden sheep. And nothing special happened. There was no indication about what made that sheep a level 4 sheep. Unfortunately, it looks increasingly like I won't actually get to the orbital mine before. Because it's dark. And dark means that I'm not only likely to be eaten by a grue, it also means I'm likely to be carried off by a rock. Or this hound could resolve into a thing. How did I get into this mountain? It wouldn't have been over here with the light. No, because that light is fire, and is now spawning fire monsters. So I need to be somewhere else. I don't think it was this way. This looks too big. How did I get to where my stuff is? And why am I chasing down the home marker when I should be chasing down my death marker? Don't mind me, I'm just stupid. What? Oh, great. More problems. At least these two sheep are familiar. That thing up there is death. That, oh boy. And we have more problems. There's a wildkin. I'm pretty sure this is a beholder. I'm still no closer. Is this the tunnel? Torches. It is. Are the Geonox still here? That's a no. Neither is the copper ore that I mined. They destroyed and then stole it. This mod is proving to be unusually laggy. Blocks are just constantly deciding that I didn't actually mine them. Geonoc iron. Something else I didn't think could happen. So yeah, yet more. By the way, you're just dead. Let's not forget that being outside in the dark is lethal, in addition to being outside just in this biome being lethal. I'm also out of food, so there's that, on top of everything else. So now I'm stuck hanging around here. Yeah, it just kind of happens around that time of day. Right around my start time. I don't understand how or why. Oh. Oh, yay. So that's the troll. That's a cockatrice, I'm forced to assume, because it's a deadly looking chicken. Oh, yeah, insta-killed by the troll. While we're kinda paused and dead, let me point out something else. This fire right here can also spawn fire-type monsters. It is created by a fire-type monster. So there are many monsters in Lycanite's mobs that can just cause a cascade effect and absolutely swarm you with problems. Ridiculous, ceaseless, exponential problems. In addition to Lycanite's mobs here, we have Botania, which comes with its own problems. Beginning from a book and any sapling. So we have just enough to get there. Botania is a mod that is absolutely full of, well, content, really. It all starts with the flower pouch. The flower pouch is any 5 wool and a single petal, or a colored mushroom, which counts as a petal. Fortunately, I happen to have just enough wool. And this pouch allows me to collect and store all the mystical colored flowers I desire. Almost. Up to 1 stack of every color. And there are 16 colors, one for every color of the Minecraft rainbow. And they all do things. Ooh, that's a bad set of wings. Yeah, there's just a rock in that tree now. Enderman. Neat. Oh, what the heck? So there's now a Geist, whatever that is. And it has created Shadowfire, which, by the way, can also spawn monsters. Also, I'm on fire. Why am I on fire? No idea. But that Geist thing just kind of popped out of that zombie. So once again, the mod is just trying to kill you. Time to do some sorting. Basic blocks will go up here. Monster things will go in the middle. Which will not include mod monster things. Those are going somewhere else. Where'd my string go? I know I had, there's the string. Over here. Monster. Upgrade the guard to the axe head. Handle, axe head. Geonog fist. And you know, if I had something else that classified as an axe head, I think I could install that too. I do have something else. So this is also a shovel and a hoe. In addition to being a pickaxe. And it just looks horrifying. Can I reverse these so it looks less horrifying? I don't think that helps. It doesn't seem to change the stats any, so it doesn't really care which side is which. But here we go. Reaper Claw and Geonog Fist. Tool / weapon thing. As we continue to have harsh words with Twitch, which continues to refuse to work correctly. Hello. I'm not fighting him. He does too much damage. Now we have these things, which are normally peaceful, but if there's an alpha present, they become aggressive. Funny, of all the tools this thing is, axe is not on the list. And we have another Anarchial Hound. we're in a snowy maple forest. Snow biomes are unusually dangerous. You know, in addition to all the different flavors of dangerous that Lycanite Swamps already is. Because snowy biomes have a tendency to spawn certain snow-themed creatures, which create cold fire in their wake, which spawns even more snow-themed creatures, which can spawn even more cold fire. It very quickly spirals out of control. These guys, not on the list. I don't actually think their cold aura spawns cold beasts. We've got Krakes. We've got more giant woolly things. That is some kind of advanced Crake. I need these white flowers, though. Gotta get to these. We have these viney apatosaur things, which I think are also mostly peaceful. And all Twitch will tell me, constantly, is that there's an error. Won't tell me what that error is. It's just that there's an error, and it refuses to show me my diagnostic broadcast. Also, sunset is coming. That's always fun. I'm looking forward to being carried off into the sky. Whoa, that thing just kind of popped into existence. I'm going to have to collect Botania flowers if I expect to get anywhere with that mod. I'm not really convinced I want to yet, but it's on the to-do list. Oh, hooray. We're past the Minecraft version where water logging is a thing, so I can't just blot out the water that way anymore. There are multiple rock over there. I need to get home and indoors. Oh, and it's dark too. Yay. I just saw a rock carrying a creeper. Okay, home before brew. An achievement in and of itself. This, of course, does not stop the horrifying noises. The horrors persist, and so do I. I think that giggling sound is exceptionally bad. I don't remember why. It's just more frightening noises. Okay, what can I do with the ale meat? I can cook it for myself. And that appears to be its only appreciable use. Frost charges, nothing. Chupacabra. Cookable. And no other use. Poison glands. Immunizes against poison, hunger, weakness, nausea, and paralysis. Interesting. Geist liver. Makes an undead treat. Silex. Cookable. Crake. Cookable. Quill charge. Spectral charge. I mean, the things that just say charge are charges. The others are mysterious meats. And I apparently could use a campfire. We'll give this thing a test. Interesting pattern. Not sure that it's a useful pattern. Well, I guess it gets the job done. Cooking the ale meat apparently does quite a bit for us. If we had melons, or a broader selection of meats. Cocoa beans makes blood chili. the cooked fish makes fish and chips, and the cooked crake can make ramen. And every one of these is not only a food for us, it's also a potential bait or treat item for other monsters. If you wrap... Oh. 30 seconds of water breathing for eating the cooked fish? That's interesting. My priority right now, though, seems to be getting into Botania, with the classic Petal Apothecary. There's a lot of reading on it, but I know how it works. Meanwhile, everything in the freaking world will continue to make threatening noises. I will need another water cistern. And despite it being daytime, I may still die very quickly. Because, oh boy. Yes, going to die immediately. That's why the giggling noise was bad. So you remember when the imp Eryx popped out of that lava and killed us? This monster here, the Reaver, is one of those monsters that can make cold fire. And then that giggling blue imp can pop out of the cold fire, making this an infinite monster loop situation. There's just gonna be monsters now. And there's very little I can do about it. They are right on top of my head, and they're going to be multiplying constantly. However, with that being said, I need to step away for a minute. Because, as always, some things refuse to wait. I will be back shortly with more pain. Alright, back we are to Minecraft Pain. With Lycanites mobs already causing serious trouble upstairs. I've got a pebble apothecary at least, for Britannia purposes, but that's not going to get very far without a lot of seeds. And to get a lot of seeds, I'm going to need a farm. And to make an adequate farm, I'm going to have to build it outside. Oh, great, there's 2 of them. One of which is level 3. It's time to just throw my face at these things over and over again. One down. Okay, blue fire has to go. What is that noise? Oh, that noise is something that happened as a result of my throwing that projectile. I don't know what it does, but it seems to be effective. Okay. Horrible monsters solved. For now. They will return. Hello? Tree? I need to get the last of these wood blocks out of the tree. And the leaves still aren't breaking, because there is more nearby tree. Ent. Double Ent. And I still didn't finish the tree. All these frustratingly dense leaves are going to be great once we get some gold. But I haven't revealed why that is yet. And this thing said it was part hoe. Which it apparently is. But it also keeps firing bullets every time I do that. Okay, I guess we're wasting the death bullets then. We got crakes, we got all these little mushrooms, which are biomes of plenty mushrooms, and I'm pretty sure don't do anything. They can go into rabbit stew. There are also a couple of other mods hiding here and there that have various different applications. What the? Remember I said it was dangerous to farm? That's why. Those spriggans can appear whenever you break any plant, which includes grown wheat. And they will just laser you directly in the face. Yet another example of Lycanites mobs just wanting you to die. That's a charge. That's a charge. These are just snowballs. Hey, melon seeds. Lycanite effect.lycanitesmobs.repulsion. Don't know what that's about. I don't know what that is I just saw either. Just a bunch of floating yellow things. We've just got bad stuff going on in every conceivable direction. Day and night. And this door is bad. There. Now I can escape regularly. adds another rock. Because, you know, that's all we need. Got it, though. So I'm basically just looking for any advantage that can be had. Anything. A village would be nice. But I don't think they're going to give us one of those. Oh. I could go over there. There's apparently a large astral sorcery shrine to the west. Hello, Lapis Fish. Goodbye, Lapis Fish. Also, still no word on what this Anarchial Hound is. He's just kind of ominously hanging around this region. A few ores collected without dying. Always a small triumph. Thanks for the regen. Random sprite thing. Okay, I'm too far north. What the heck? Oh. Fire Imp. Yeah, how about no? How about no and I'm leaving? Aha, I can shear the ale with the strange death pick and without firing death bolts to kill. Ooh, mysterious blue fluid. It's just called ooze. This can spawn cold monsters and other types of monster. I honestly don't know if it's good for anything, but I seriously doubt it. I only know that it is very problematic. And I need to not be anywhere near it. at all the glowstone. I have never seen these flowers this dense. Princess? They must be down. And might be responsible for all this flower activity. But if you're going to give me this much free glowstone, I'm going to take it. Look at it all. Also, Sheer and Deathbolt. What are all these health bars? This is worse than the dragons. At least whatever's going on is not on the surface. We just have Yales and alleged golden Yales that don't seem to be particularly golden. Oh, he's awfully golden now under all the fur. I just gained Yale knowledge. I don't know if I gained... What the heck is that? I mean, it's not what I'm here for, but it's very ominous looking. Oh, come on, you count as a pick, you can do this. That was pathetic. This thing is a pathetic pickaxe. Ender Pearl, another bit of astral writing. Another bit of astral writing. You may be wondering, was astral sorcery included because it was a useful mod, or because it's a pain mod? The answer is yes. Okay, sun is setting. I need to get home before it fully sets. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm only 100-something meters away. Surely I can make it before the threats of the dark come on in full. Never mind. I'm getting threatened by Grooves. And a dozen other things. Look at this mess. It's right outside my house. The zombie brute? What? I didn't know those existed. I should probably go have a word with some of these creatures before they escape. Oh yeah, that is definitely a chunkier looking zombie, isn't it? And it has greater reach. It's a zombie with increased reach. Also, weren't there other problems chasing me around here? Did they all just evaporate when I died? I guess so. What the heck was that? A zombie becoming a drowned. I should know that noise, but it's been a long, long time since I've heard it. Given that I normally play on legacy versions. Oh hey, you're still here. Hooray! The other Chupacabra that didn't chase us upstairs. Wait, eating Yale meat gives us haste? Even better. It wasn't even the second Chupacabra. The one that attacked us upstairs was an entirely new Chupacabra. killed for this iron? Not today. How about this iron? The Geonog Fist pickaxe makes a pretty good vein liner. If only I could put fortune on it. Surely that would prevent the Geonox from destroying all my coal. Looks like silver. So this must be lead. What are all these terrifying noises? This is worse than just having one of those meme cave noise mods installed that adds a secret beast. Because all the beasts are real. Gold! Oh, how I need this. Gold is where almost everything begins. I should also probably clean up all these death markers. That's a lot of death markers. Oh good, there's something with a name up here by the base. Violet Bobaco. At least it's not hostile. It's just a variant of the big dopey things. Ore and ore and ore and almost enough gold. Oh, and glowstone repairs crafted equipment. Interesting. I don't think my crafteds require repair just yet. I need this wheat to come in. This looks weird. I've never seen this before. wheat should not be part brown and part green like this, ever. I honestly don't know what I'm looking at. Why is there glowstone in the water? Oh, he just dropped to gold. All the better. There's the Violet Bobico, level 4. Oh, come on. This thing is supposed to have shears among its features. I should be able to clip grass with it. So what I'm trying to do now with this gold is not Botania. It's a slightly different mod that I often refer to as Budget Botania, which is not entirely fair to the mod, but also not entirely inaccurate. Nature's Aura. Leather, 2 paper, and a sapling. Very similar to the way Botania begins. Is a bit distinct from the way Botania operates. Botania, at least in the early stages, centers around this thing, combining water and colored flower petals and seeds to make magic flowers that do various things, producing energy and then consuming energy like some kind of strange magical botanical machine mod. Hardly magical at all. Natural Aura is a little different. It walks you through it this way. There's something called Aura in the world, which works a little bit like V, from the magical aura field from old Thaumcraft. And this is the page that specifically differentiates Nature's Aura from Botania. Magical Botany is Botania. This is more like magical arboriculture. So to start, I'm going to need brilliant trees, and to look into aura plants. Aura plants don't actually do anything. Like anything. They signal that there's a high amount of aura in the chunk in which they appear. That's about it. As for brilliant trees, I need to make brilliant fiber with grass, leaf blocks, and gold nuggets. Which is why I was disappointed that my shears type axe thingy couldn't harvest grass. Also, while I have shears, let's cut some of these double-sized flowers, because they don't harvest properly otherwise. So right now I'm doing a little Botania and a little Nature's Aura, and just trying not to die of each, because roaring noises. I think technically you can farm these things, though I haven't killed one yet, so I don't know why you'd want to do that. Reveal your secrets, you strange, dumb-sounding beast. You're worth ice. And pre-frozen meat. Still not convinced of why someone would want to farm Bobico. Hi. Where have you come from in broad daylight? Don't I have enough monster mystery problems without zombies just kind of popping up wherever they feel like it? Okay, creeper down. Wasn't expecting to have to do that, but here we are. There's still this tree that I haven't fully destroyed. Maybe I'll leave it like that for now. Oh. And a squid just randomly suffocated over there. Alright, so grass, gold nuggets, leaves, makes brilliant fiber. This is not enough brilliant fiber. I will definitely require more of it. There we go, I put all those in there. Bobico meat. Also just for cooking. And with a purpose of brilliant fiber is that you find some tree leaves and you just stick them in there. Any old tree leaves, anywhere. Preferably tree leaves that are contacting a lot of other tree leaves, such as a giant fir biome, like this one is. I'm just gonna let that linger for a bit. I should place more, but I'm not gonna. And over time, these golden leaves will mature and spread to adjacent leaves, and then those leaves will mature, and it becomes exponential. Hi, can I help you? Oh, he likes the berries. I didn't know that. Maybe I could corral and farm some of these things. Maybe I should have known that. Maybe in his entry it says he's a frugivore. Boo. They sound so dopey. I have, of course, tried to make a fence gate backwards. Boo. As with all creature farms, I think I'd like to have this one a sufficient distance away so I don't have to listen to it all the time. Hey, buddy, want some berry? Right this way. Boo. Come on. You were so excited to chase me for the berries before. Now that I have a pen, you're no longer interested? I got a tree stabbing into you, buddy. Okay, here we go. And he fits. Okay, there's one of the very bizarre purple things. They're normally white. Skeleton. Ow. I was polite and everything, he still shot me. Okay, I think the Shadow Bolt projectile from this thing that I get from the Reaper Claw, I think it inflicts fear. See, it makes them turn around and run away. So that's neat. I guess it doesn't work on spiders. Okay. I'll just be dead then. Resigned acceptance of being dead is going to be a theme. We'll just kind of throw that out there. Huh. Why is there an ent? Where did you come from? I didn't detect the trees at all. And yet you're here. Yeah, but that was a long time ago in a different area. If an ent was going to spawn, it would have popped out of that specific tree block. Then we have what looks like an alpha crake, a lux crake. He fast. Okay, now why was I over there in the first place? To end up dead of things and stuff? Probably just exploring the... There's another ent down there. Now that one is completely unrelated. There's just an ent in this hole. You have no power here. But I got more melon seeds out of the last ent. So maybe ent are a good thing. Because they bring exotic seeds. With one of those weird health bars. Huh. Random leaf blocks on the ground. In this dense marsh BOP biome. It's got... Is this barley? Well... No, reed. Which doesn't do anything. It's just a bunch of tall grass. And water. Designed to be frustrating to navigate. I heard a weird little creak. Was it you? Did you make that noise? Well, we got more of these guys that I could try and charm home. Who wants some berries? We got a long way to go if you want these berries, big guy. I don't think the first letter should be G for these guys. Oh, come on. Are you really stuck on a perfectly ordinary hill? How many blocks tall are you supposed to be? Yeah, he's just jammed in with the trees. There's nothing I can do to help him without risking death by Gru on the way home. Oh, yay. I can see some monsters tearing up the Apatosaurus thing. Those don't look like Krakes at all. It's not a Krake, it's worse. That little insecty looking thing is very poisonous. I remember, I've died to them multiple times. And we have another ant. Why? Why do we have another ant? They must just be spawning naturally now. Oh, and that's even better. My pink thing in the pen is getting murdered by the toxic thing. Yeah, this thingy just went straight over the wall. Yep, how's that for poison? How do you like that for poison? That was like 4 debuffs at the same time. Okay, it was 3, but still shocking and terrifying. That is not something I can really fight without armor. Or even with armor, because the poison damage goes right through it. Are there 2 of them? Because I'm hearing the noises from different directions. There are 2 of them. Instability, plague, and poison. Yeah, they do a number on you. And they killed my penned beast. Awfully hard to farm food when predators like that can just walk over the walls. So I suppose I do have a large amount of fish in the water. They can't take my fish from me. In fact, I should probably make a fishing bowl. That'd be a nice calm way to spend the time, surely. Surely nothing will kill me for trying to fish. You can put that on my tombstone. thought fishing was safe. I should probably just go down there and do a salmon massacre. That's going to be the fastest way to get fish, especially if it's fishing up tripwire hooks in this river. Yeah, fishy. Get smacked with a very large AoE weapon. Also, can't forget the aquamarine shale. The good old 0.2%. I see some of our gold leaves are maturing and spreading, like the shiny virus they are. Those are going to need a lot of time before they're good to harvest. Hello, weird skeleton thing. And there's this, which is also harmless despite its size, and dropped nothing. Uh-oh. That thing is fast in the water and hurts. Wow, he hits hard. Do not let one of those water balls hit you directly. It is kind of funny that it creates temporary water zone when it lands. Less funny near my farm, though. Much less funny near my farm. Interesting. Bobico meat gives temporary resistance. Other type of charge. Aquamarines. Some fish to cook. Or I could do that with it, I guess. No idea what, well, I have some idea what that is, but it's a bit beyond my pay grade for the moment. And then there's this. Tattered Cloth relates to Eidolon. Eidolon is a very interesting mod. It's not part of the Pain set. It's just nifty. Unfortunately, Eidolon was abandoned by its creator. So it's only half done. Eidolon does a few things. They're the bigger. It provides the zombie brutes, which occasionally drop zombie hearts, along with other undead items. The Wraith, which can drop Wraith hearts, but more frequently drop Tattered Cloth. The Chill debuff that the Wraith inflicts prevents healing. We have ores, lead, and there's supposed to also be silver. No. Apparently pewter is lead and iron. Who knew? You can also get enchanted ash by burning bones. And undead type monsters cannot cross lines drawn by enchanted ash. More interesting is when we get into rituals. Ritual of Deceit can fix your reputation if you have angered villagers. But one of the most important rituals here is the crystallization ritual. It destroys all nearby undead, leaving soul shards in their place. And this mod demands a lot of soul shards. It also has arcane gold, crucible, another type of brewing, shadow gems, and its own workbench. There's honestly a lot here. Not all of it is super good, but there's potential. You can also construct a witchery-style altar to make prayers and sacrifices to. I should probably hang on to this, because the way to advance with this book is actually to give it to a witch, as weird as that sounds. The witch doesn't even have to be, like, captured or anything. You just kind of have a witch and throw the book at her. And she will pick it up, add some knowledge to the book, and then continue fighting you as though that little exchange didn't take place. Our leaves are continuing to leaf. Our flowers away. What I could really use is a backpack. I did keep Packed Up installed. Because let's face it, Packed Up is just a good backpack mod. It's not the best, but it's solid. Next step would be iron or copper, and I don't have enough of either. Well, maybe I could have enough iron. On the other hand, maybe I should reveal... I think there's another book for this one. Yeah, the Engineer's Manual, another book plus a lever. Because really, the more time I waste here, the more time my golden leaves have to spread. Immersive engineering is definitely on the pain list. It's a machine mod. It is... well, there's a creeper by my door. It is, in my opinion, not... it's not close to the worst machine mod available, but it's very frustrating. It does use electricity, forge energy, like most other machine mods around this time, but it needs its own little hammer. There's a screwdriver. I don't remember if the screwdriver is critical. We have industrial hemp, which makes biodiesel and a specific type of fabric. Makes windmills, balloons, jump cushions. Curtains, which are like a door. Our ores are copper, bauxite, which gives us you aluminum, lead, silver, nickel, uranium. There are also mineral deposits and ores, but you need an excavator to get to that. It's big and expensive. But then we have alloy mixes from dusts. We haven't even gotten to the dusts yet. Components. These components get really pricey. And it helps to have an engineer's blueprint and the engineer's workbench and crafting table and so on and so on and so on. There's the crafting table, which it tells us about after the plates. Okay. That hasn't told us anything useful. A wide variety of these blueprints can be crafted, but a few select ones can only be discovered in-world or purchased from villagers. We have the alloy kiln, made of brick and sandstone. Just a 2x2 multi-block. Mixing dusts. But how do you get dusts? It's not clear on that. Ah, the hammer crushes ore into dusts. We have a coke oven. Which improves coal and creates creosote. The coke oven and creosote oil should be known to older mods. The specific mod isn't actually coming to mind right now. I think Railcraft. But in this mod, the creosote oil is actually important. It is a 3x3 cube, including the middle piece, which is unusual for a coke oven. And then it's made of sandstone, brick, and clay. Blast furnace is post-nether, requiring magma brick and nether brick, or magma block and nether brick. And this creates steel and slag. The improved blast furnace, just like the previous one, but can be automated. It just requires steel plates. We have graphite, coke dust, industrial squeezer, arc furnace electrodes, a lot of other things that we're not being told about just yet. Power, basic wiring, power generation, breaker, transformers, wires. We got a kinetic dynamo, which uses windmills and water wheels. The water wheel runs on water, obviously, but it requires steel. So getting power is kind of post-nether. Windmill, on the other hand, iron. It just requires open space in front of it. I really prefer the water wheel because it's more controllable and can go anywhere. Diesel, biodiesel. Yeah, these multi-blocks, every single one of these blocks is expensive. And what's worse about it is that the biodiesel is also complicated to create. Lightning rods, steel fences. Simple machines. turrets. Okay, it's made of a chemical thrower and a precision scope to make a chem thrower. Or a revolver turret to just gun turret. Tesla coil. Its rather interesting property of frying every living being in a 6-meter radius. And it prevents teleportation, so it can even cook Endermen. You also have a Faraday suit that can protect you from the Tesla coil. Oh, and it could, in higher power mode, which they are placed in by default, they will melt the Faraday suit. Yay! You can make fluorescent tubes that a Tesla coil will cause to glow. Razor wire, which you can connect low voltage to. More steel, though. And this is where we get into the big stuff. Also made of steel. The ore crusher is how you first enter into the world of ore doubling. Portable buzzsaw. That can be upgraded with a Silk Touch rock cutter. Fascinating. Blade quiver for switching between wood and stone cutting. Ear defenders for protecting yourself from the noise. Buzzsaw mining drill. Runs on biodiesel. You make drill heads for it. There are other upgrades. Heavy riot shield. A blinding flash bulb for when you get attacked. Shocks attackers and vaporizes projectiles. Magnetic glove for quick equip. Herbicide in the chemical thrower causes problems. The chemical thrower itself can be loaded with any fluid, liquid, or gas, and has a pilot light that can be toggled. There's a focus nozzle for increased range, a toggleable multi-tank, which cannot be paired with a large tank. Interesting tool. Engineer's Skyhook allows you to ride cables. And there's a railgun, which, as much as I love the concept of railguns, this one is kind of poorly executed. Maintenance kit. Allows you to customize your tools. Okay, so it's an on-the-go engineer's workbench that you can use to effect repairs. So where do we start? Probably the coke oven, which is going to require clay and sand. There's yet another book for later. The goldening of the trees is coming along nicely. And there's that thing over there, which worries me. I also need, from Lycan's mobs, a soul gazer. No, a soul binder, I think. Something. There's something somewhere in here. Allows you to bind creatures to yourself permanently. There, Soulstone. Oh, that's not ridiculously expensive or anything. 4 diamonds, 4 ender pearls, plus a 5th diamond, bone. Gold. That thing's a mess. So the short end of it is that we really still haven't gotten much of anywhere. We've collected a whole bunch of preliminary resources, but have made no appreciable progress on any mod yet. as 3x3 mining options go, this one is not exactly ideal. Because everything it does in the wrong orientation. A recurring problem with the tools in this mod. The larger break arrangement that they offer are pretty much universally in awkward shapes. There's also whatever the heck that noise is. It is good at ripping open big holes, though. They're just difficult to make sure. It's just difficult to make sure the holes are where I want them to be. Oh. Well, that's interesting. We seem to have broken into something. Perhaps it's what all the roaring is about. Well, that's some skeletons and other things. Okay. Killed all of that nonsense. Still haven't addressed the loud growling. And my food situation is not the best. Whoa! We found the noise. It's a Chupacabra pack. Because why not? That's a bad sound. Why am I holding on to the fishing rod? The fishing rod does me no good right now. Let me just cook some bones into that whole, oh dear. Yep, we have an improved RX dropping cold fire everywhere. Problems upon problems. Fear me. Yikes. Put a fire right on my head. Stop burning my home. I don't care if you're level 4 or if you give me slowness, you're going down. And that's a Reaver. And there was a second Reaver. So, my immediate vicinity is simply full of problems. Including this ice spider over here. And there's cold fire over there that's not going away. That's going to be a source of more problems. Oh yeah, it just spawned all these Reavers. That's why I wanted to address that cold fire. Because look what just popped out of it at exactly the wrong time. It'd be nice if I could hit with even one of those. But if I don't address this Reaver problem in Coldfire immediately, I'm just going to have Reavers out here all the time. Unfortunately, there are 4 of them. And more are appearing all the time. Okay, the Ashen one died. Got the golden one. There's one behind me. Put out this fire! Okay, that's the main threat dealt with. Now I don't have infinite Reavers spawning constantly. Unfortunately, they are still above my ability to kill. But I did get a Reaver Horn, which is a Pike type. Deals 8 damage. That could be nice. How do I get a... Here we go, Iron Pike Joint. Not a wooden guard with some iron on it. So that is 8 damage. Now I'm beginning to question, how do you upgrade this thing? Because I know you can. A block of iron to make Forge level 2. And there's a crafting table to make the equipment station. Also the equipment infuser. There's a lot here. So I need to make 2 more of these. I need to upgrade them with various materials. There's a little bit more to this than I anticipated. Don't have the lapis. Where's all my wooden planks? No spare planks. Actually, there's 3 more crafting tables. And 2 more wooden axes. So one of these gets upgraded with the crafting table. And we can infuse to restore its sharpness and mana. Not apparently to be confused with its durability. The forge needs a block of iron, and this one needs to be surrounded in lapis. The gold thing continues to build. Let me just harvest some of these. Oh, what the? They still count as leaves. Hooray. That's going to make this incredibly difficult. Because these golden leaves are needed in bulk. Right, more seeds of varying types. There's my food. Wheat, hemp fiber, a log, and golden leaf, which goes with the Book of Natural Aura. We might finally be able to make some progress on that front. And of course, all of these deaths need to go. But that, I think, will do it for the time being. Mostly because I have had my fill of bashing my head against this stuff. It's rough. It's real rough. And not even fresh cooked fish can save it. So I'll just wait for these to pop off. And then we will call it a day. Get my roasted fish, enchanted ash to possibly stymie some undead. Won't do much for the chupacabras, though. And with that, we will be back next time. Until then.